Happy Monday. It is the 11th of July. This is Ration Museum Bulletin number 78. And I'm a little bit late getting started today. Sorry about that. I still have a couple tasks to get going. Looks like we got a bunch of folks in here. So do some howdies. We got Mike, we got Amelié, we got Jeremiah. Good to see you guys. We got spicy tuna rolls. Good to have you. So I was streaming some game development last night and totally let the days mesh and thought I was going into Sunday for some reason. And I was still streaming this morning at 8 and realized I had 7 hours to go before this stream. So wrapped that up, got some sleep, only got up about 30 minutes ago. So bear with me, I'm a little groggy. I was playing with this engine, this mass multiplayer online engine for Fallout originally. So it was somebody reverse engineered this game Fallout 2 years ago, and there's been one main developer for the last decade basically, and I worked on this thing all night trying to get some stuff to function and got stuck. And one of the guys that was watching the stream last night just emailed this dude in Russia, and lo and behold, he just jumped in chat and then called me up, and I talked to him for a good long while about the structure of the thing, and it turns out it can't work. He's crippled a few things and won't be able to get it to work for a couple months. So I mean, it was awesome, and it was also like, a little sad because that meant there was no way to wrap up what I was working on at the time. So I will come back to that. But anyway, working on very little sleep. I got 5 hours in the end. I had to move my car and a couple other things that ended up taking a lot more time than I thought. Like, I wish I could draw you like a little map. Actually, I guess I can. Let's see. All right, so here is more stuff that way. We got my house, we got my street, and my car is only right here. And this is the next major street. So my car's right up here. I just had to go to the corner, go up, get the car, and then basically loop around the neighborhood and come back and park. That took 45 minutes. Like, I could almost see my car when I started, but I had to swing around the place and come back, and that was only like 4 blocks. But I went to get it right during morning rush hour and got jammed in the middle of things. So that was unexpected at the end of the long night to just tack on basically an extra hour. So that was that, but that was funny. I mean, if I'd have just backed up and backed down this street and backed into my own place, I could have been there in no time. You can barely hear me. Let's see what we got. Microphone is coming up to, no, I can definitely turn that up. How about, a little too much. How about there? That looks like no, that's still a little too high. How about there? Okay. Sorry, I should have noticed on the little slider there that I wasn't getting up into, the mid-range on that. Sorry about that. Thanks for the heads up. Sounds foggy. Is that coming from this? No. Yeah, it's coming from that. Okay. I thought you were saying it sounds foggy afterwards. It probably still sounds a little crap, but I'll figure it out. There's a a microphone in the camera. I didn't want to wear a headset for this, and I don't have a boom mic, but I was messing with sound, and I didn't record it to test and see if I fixed it. So hopefully this sounds okay. I also don't have the lo-fi beats running just yet. Got to figure that out. Because the channel that we listen to usually is off the air. Okay, I got a version of it going that should be fine. Let's see. I can't hear it, so you guys will have to let me know if it gets a little weird. That seems like it should be at a pretty good volume. Although my voice seems like it's going a little too loud. I'm just going to reduce it a tiny bit. Because I'm still touching the red line there, but, we'll see. Indonesian company falsely claimed the stream and have been going for 2 years. Entire internet's on fire. I got hit with a bunch of copyright claims from that stream because I was using it because it's royalty free. It's all like they have a record company and they own all the tracks. They use it to promote artists. People willingly join up with Lo-Fi Records to get their name out there, and you can use it, royalty free wherever you need to use it. Granted, I still needed to write up a credit block and add it, but, I was going to do that. But, yeah, all of a sudden I started getting hit with claims that some random company owns all these and is going to take the audio back out. Or is going to, they took the audio out of the saved stream. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm playing just a saved version, so it's like 6 hours of the channel. So I'm just gonna. We're here for 4 hours. Company is called LMC. Well, it's a shame. They have a really awesome project going. So I hope it gets figured out. Random Indonesian company. How about we just ignore the random Indonesian company? Well, okay, the automated systems probably can't ignore the random Indonesian company. All right, so I still need to fire up a couple more pieces in the background here. So tonight, I'm going to be eating this menu number 2, 1998, Food Packet Long Range Patrol. This is a treat. This is a real treat. So this is from Tracy. I am over the top excited to get to try this. Hey, Tim, didn't get to say howdy. Howdy, JW Speaker MRE. Good to have you. And Tracy, howdy. And let's see, Kagarin, 54. Good to have you. Great to have you here. Happy Monday and welcome. Or is that, no, let's see. I don't know. I may have that top chat, live chat problem going on. So hopefully not. Oh, my soda's ticking. That's fun. So let's see. Almost. And then we'll jump into some cataloging and catching up. Hope you guys all had a great week. Oh, that's not my soda ticking. That's the playback on the lo-fi. Okay, yeah, that sounds all right. I can mute that for now. So that microphone sounds a good chunk better, but then I gotta wear it on my head the whole time, and I will inevitably get up and walk away with it still attached. All right, so that's one task done. One more. May have to order some Michael Bolton tickets after the stream. Is the music putting you in that mindset? I gotta potentially order some tickets for a show in September. The Mongolian band The Who is going to be playing right across the river in Camden with Megadeth and Five Finger Death Punch. So that sounds like a pretty good show. So it's a metal band. Now it looks like I'm still going a little too high volume wise. Let me just listen to some playback. Give me 1 second. All right, testing voice. All right, testing voice. No, that doesn't sound great. That doesn't sound good at all. No, that doesn't sound great. That doesn't sound good at all. Okay, I am not overwhelmingly loud. Not overwhelmingly loud. So I am going to crank some of these up. How about there? How about there? I can go up a little more than that. Actually, I'm not really feeling that these adjustments are actually changing the volume level. Put some gain on it. Oh my god, that's going to be crazy. Put some gain on it. Oh my god, that's going to be crazy. All right. All right. See now, it looks like it's just completely blown out, but this doesn't seem too bad. It looks like it's just completely blown out, but this sounds like crap. No, this sounds like crap. Deep fried memes? Oh god. That's no good. Let's take the audio directly from the camera. Oh, that would probably be why this didn't work when I tested it. It was because. Oh, that would probably be why this didn't work when I tested it. It was because I had it muted up here, the microphone part. But okay, this is starting to sound a little clearer. Okay, this is starting to sound a little clearer. So I can put some gain on this. Let's go up 12. Let's go up 12. More than that. All right, let's go up. More than that. All right, let's go up to 19. Sorry, this is probably a bunch of nonsense. And we're going to noise gate it. Probably a bunch of nonsense. And we're going to noise gate it. Then we're going to noise suppression it. Then we're going to noise suppression it. All right, I think that sounds a lot better. All right, I think that sounds a lot better. It's not great, but that'll have to work. It's not great, but that'll have to work. Okay, I can turn that. Okay, wait. Okay, I can turn that. Okay, wait. There. That should be pretty good. There. That should be pretty good. Now I don't need that. So, let me know. I think that should sound a heck of a lot more human than it did just a little bit ago. So hopefully that's done for this stream. It definitely sounded quiet and squished and awful. So, you know, that's not what we're going for. Although this is like saying it's maxing out in red over and over and over, but it didn't seem too bad when I was talking and listening. The volume level, did I have it on? Okay, that was at 3/4, so that's fine. Now, it bothers me that it's going up that high. How about right about there? Hey, James, welcome to the stream. I am messing with audio, something you guys have never, ever seen before. I kid, because it's never worked in the way we want it to. Okay, I think I got these pieces working. That's the kitty cam. Oh, I was just It's gonna give you a little scritch. Well, that wrecked that. Now she's gonna be over here for the rest of the stream trying to climb up. All right, kitty. All right, so all the cameras are working, all the connections are up. We're looking okay. I do want to listen in just one more time and see if this sounds right. All right, doing some audio testing. Hey! All right, doing some audio testing. Hey! All right, doing some. Yeah, that sounds fine. I won't overthink it. I won't overthink it. Delicious. We got a whole gang in here right now. Hot dang. Good to see all you guys. All right, so this week we're going to be working on the collection website. Let me move this back up there so that when I'm talking to chat, I'm looking up at you. Okay. Last week we were in the office, we were trying some 3D scanning, and there was some really good output from one of those. Let me show you guys what ended up happening coming out of that. Let's see. So I grabbed the model and I put it up through the same system on the website. Granted, it's way too big for the website, I think. But just as a test, I can't even tell you how much better this is. It is crazy. Let's see, so that was the Woo 3D. I think I made a test page. New test model. So this is what it produced. You can even see like it got inside, like there's depth to these pockets. Like therapy or massage session. It's a lo-fi beats to relax. You know, just I think it was maybe a month and a half ago or something that I realized I'd been just streaming in silence for all this time, and that all the awkward pauses could be like 35% less awkward if there was music. So I am over the top amazed. Like, look at this. Like, look at the texture of the fabric. Oop. Like, the Velcro looks like Velcro way up close. Like, the strap, you know, the electrical wires. Heck, even this little like functionality, I mean, or like functioning light knob came out great. So this was after cleaning it up. I do need to get it, like there was that whole checkerboard piece underneath it, but I mean, caution, do not operate heater when inside is wet or damp. I mean, you can read all of this. So this was just a test for a larger object, something that was bigger than all the little like cigarette packs and tiny little water bottles and the one candy bar and stuff that we've done so far. So like as a comparison, here is one of the previous models. Plus the lighting got so much better on this. So this is a sandwich cookies. Like you can see the lip of the can did not work at all. It kind of bubbled out. Sides came through okay. Nothing's going to have a bottom. You know, this was an okay scan of a can, but it came out kind of squished and weird on one side, and like I said, the end doesn't look like a can exactly. I think this came out good, and I'm happy with it, but this is just insane. So I need to get it to the point where these models aren't so big in the end. I'm not sure. I mean, 6 megabytes isn't like the end of the world with a loading screen or something, but man, oh man, quality comparison is just crazy. Like, this new scanning program uses LiDAR, and it definitely understands depth a lot better, and using a much better camera, the camera on the Pixel 6 versus the Pixel 2, it just got so much more detail out of it. You can almost see the little spikiness of the Velcro down there. But, from underneath it looks like that. And there's gaps here and there. So it's still a work in progress, but we're getting closer to some working scans. So that was last week. Didn't feel like I got through a ton, but there was a lot of mail call. We looked at that case from 1980, that round 1, lot 16 case, which turns out there's one double out of it. Should have been 12 separate menus, but we're missing one menu and have a double of menu 12. So at some point, I think I'm going to eat that double. The radar systems you install in police cars uses LiDAR. Well, then it's probably pretty accurate in terms of determining distance at the time that it fires off. That's, LiDAR computer vision is how most of these autonomous driving companies plan to operate. Just doing constant scanning and building a physical image of everything and a 3D scan of the world around them as they move through it. Whereas like Tesla is vision only, just purely understanding things through how they appear on a camera. So, LiDAR, there's a lot of folks that think that that's the only way it's going to work. That vision only relies on way too much AI, but I guess we'll find out. I follow a couple folks online that have been in the Tesla self-driving program for like a year, and just constantly taking their vehicles out and putting them into difficult situations to see what happens and to record data and to help further the program. So that's been interesting to see it. It's ridiculous how many things a self-driving Tesla can handle right now in terms of people jumping out, or weird traffic patterns, or like emergency closures or detours, or all kinds of things. It can handle better than I would have thought. Tiny little squeezing spots between things. If the car can fit, it knows the car can fit, so it'll be a little more terrifying than you might be as a driver sometimes, because it's going to just say, no, that's fine, I'm going for it. You're wiring up a police car at the moment. That's awesome. We used to run policecarlights.com. I want to say Wheelin's site. We used to run a couple sites that sold like the light bars, the sirens, the push guards, the cages, all that stuff. Fleet safety. We ran fleet safety. That was a big one that did, parts for cop cars. Can you wire my car into a police car? That's spicy. I had a friend in Montana that drove a cop car as his daily driver, a former cop car. It still had the divider, the whole cage wall, and the back doors you couldn't open from the inside. And it had the like mounts and stuff in the trunk. When he bought it, it still had the light bar. He had to take that off and plug the holes, but it had all the controls inside, and it still had the radio. It had the silver channel cop radio in it. So like, whoever prepped this thing for a sale failed their job. But you know, that was fun. Oh, it still had the behind the grill red and blues, and it still had the ability to alternate, like the when you kick that on, the headlights would alternate and stuff. Yeah, it was yeah, cop cars have the most comfy seats up front. Heck yeah, the back seat is a easily cleanable bar to put things on, you know, because it needs to get hosed out once in a while. All right, a little detour about cop car back seats. Let's see, what was this? Yeah, all right, can't listen to that. Don't need to listen to that. All right, so we left off in the metadata at box 61. We have 84 boxes cataloged, and then there's still 1 or 2 boxes of miscellany, and I think just 1 box of miscellany, and then a whole bunch of cases that surround the top of the room. And then there's a wall of cases that are full or nearly full. Actually, I think all the ones on that side are full. So those all still need to get cataloged just so that we have an idea of what years we have completed. I originally had said over and over that we're never going to try to get every single MRE, but hey, you never know. That could be a future goal. We got down to box 61, so we've got 23-ish boxes left to go through out of what's already been shot, picture-wise. So box 62 is... Box 62 is some MCI stuff, not too much of it. Should be an easy one. First thing we're going to do is we're going to jump through this and we're going to kill duplicates. Because it's definitely easier to manage once we do that. Trying to think what all I did since last stream. Feel like it was a lot, but I don't know. Time flies by sometimes. Went up to New Jersey. My buddy Rob is a Saab genius, and I took my car up there. Well, unfortunately, it was only a couple hours we got to hang out, but we got a lot done. We changed all the vacuum hoses. We changed the distributor cap and rotor. We changed all the spark plugs. We took all the fuel and air filters out and blasted them out. We blasted out the throttle body with, just sprayed out with cleaner, and took out all the air filters and vacuumed them out. They look brand new. But yeah, cleaned up under the dash, put a big rubber seal up at the front of the hood because there was a big gap there where the seal had been. So leaves and stuff were able to just blow into the engine compartment and just kind of fill up, and water gets in and all that other stuff. So that got fixed. Changed out the shift, what is it called? A shift gator? A shift, it's like you've got your shift stick, and then there's that thing that goes over it, so you're not just looking at a hole down into your transmission, or down to your shifting linkage, but replace that with a leather one, replace the knob with a leather one. Overall it was a good start, messing around with parts. Hey Tracy, how's it going? We got this for this week. So it was really useful day. Got the car running dramatically better. It felt great on the ride home, and has been great getting around since then. So that's nice. A nice little early tune up. We still got a pile of stuff we're gonna do. Gonna replace the steering wheel. Gonna replace the clutch master cylinder. Gonna replace a bunch more hoses, and yeah, we replaced a valve somewhere. Uh, he swapped out. So very useful. Very, very fun day getting the car tuned up. Plus, it's just nice to get out. I've been in the house 90% of the time, or 99% of the time, since December. So the last few weeks, I've just been going here and there. I've already put like 1,500 miles on the car in, like just 3-4 weeks or something. And now, of course, I'm learning about Saab's history and being like, oh wow, they're a really interesting company. So I've fallen into the rabbit hole. I'm gonna be a Saab guy, in no time. Thanks for hearing my Saab story. See, I'm even making that joke already. All right, we got the first half of these cleared up. Still got a bunch. This just makes it so that when I'm running through the pictures, it takes like no time because it's just next one, next one, next one, next one, next one. I still screw it up once in a while, but less. That's brighter. Okay, so that's all of those. Gonna give it a once over so there's no doubles this time. Now we'll grab the ones that we gotta rotate. Those are all fine. Gonna rotate this one, this one. Guess we can rotate this one. Doesn't really matter that much. That's it. That's a good box. That's not a lot of stuff to rotate this time around. Actually, to line up with the rest of these, I could do these two as well. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna grab these, rotate, put them back up. Gonna sob when you have to work on it. It was actually, yeah, it was a joy. It's everything's very accessible. There's some leakage going on in there that hopefully hoses and stuff will fix. The like power steering pumps leaking fluid. Yeah, we got a big hose for that, but that was more of a job. We got cut off time wise at the end there. Okay, so we will rotate, wait for it to update. There we go. I'm still just thinking how crazy it was. I was talking to the guy who made the Fallout Online engine at like 6:30 in the morning while he's hanging out in Russia. Just like, oh, I've got this file and this file and this file and this file that I'm working on. This is broken. If you check the pipeline here, you can see this and you can see that. So yeah, there's a bunch to look at when the time comes. All right, you stay rotated this time. All right, there we go. But that was just kind of a random side. This is fun. I didn't think the guy watching was going to track down the dude who made it and pull them into my my problem. It does make sense though why I couldn't get it to work now that I know it's not possible and not finished. Engine in front facing the rear of the car. Interesting. So like a reverse installed engine. Which one was it? Like a Saab 9.3 or So Amelie, I had the chance to buy a Vigan for about the same price as the car that I ended up getting, the Saab 900S, which, you know, is just a little base model. But the Vigan was going to come from a good friend, the same guy that I was just working with. And he had a list of stuff he was still going to do to it that made me, you know, I just wasn't going to do any of it. I'm like, do you want to watch your car slowly die in the hands of, you know, someone who's just not great at maintaining cars long term? But in the end, yeah, I'm already not really worrying too much. Like, I mean, I'm not that scared of working on this car. It's fine, but I wasn't gonna baby it. It's gonna get hit. It's gonna get nicked. It's gonna get scratched. It lives in Philadelphia, parks on the street. So I'm like, you don't want to watch your Vigan that you've been working on for years slowly get dinged up and scratched up, living in Philly. Plus, it was big. You know, it's a big old station wagon. Wait, was that a station wagon? I can't remember. All right, so we got all the images ready for box 62. Kind of want to just keep on doing this for a minute, get all the images ready for a few boxes, and then plow through them. Box 63 is easy. Box 63 looks like a Black Dog a Black Dog Survival School ration, and 4 kosher for Passover rations, maybe. Wait, no, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I flipped those cards around inside the packaging. Ooh, this one's got some smashed up raisins in it. Oh, that's right. And then we opened it up, clean it out. So no longer has these smashed up raisins, I don't think. Yeah, that's cleaned out, so I'm not gonna include the messed up photograph. That looks good. That looks good. I can't tell between these three. I will open them up in a minute. Saab 99. I think this middle one is the best one of those. And then let's see what the heck is going on with. Let's just look through these overall. These are different. Okay, so there's 2 of them. So these they don't make anywhere near as many as the rest of the kosher rations because they're for a particular chunk of time. So they only have to make these, you know, in quantities that are necessary for soldiers that can't get to a dining facility during Passover specifically. You know, so it's not a ration that has a super duper high usage. Because, you know, the kosher rations are just general. Like any other time of the year, if you can't get a, you know, a hot meal from the mess hall or from wherever, then you're going to go for a ration. You can grab a regular kosher ration, but during Passover, you would want this kosher for Passover ration. But this is just the accessory packet. The meals themselves, I don't have here. So there's some subtle differences, and I have to see if the meals themselves, the actual entrees, if they're any different, if there's a specialty ones, but these are partials, because these are just the accessory kits. That's a totally different one too. This is the one that had some raisin leakage going on, so we opened it. Overall, like, we got cranberries, chocolate macaroons, almonds, 2 big things of mackerel, 2 boxes of raisins, a big old fruit roll-up, and coffee and tea, 1 packet of sugar between them, salt, pepper, wipe, spoon, matches, and tissues. So it's a nice little accessory packet. The the 2 cans of fish and all this extra here, it's a lot more than like a generic, like a regular accessory packet has. But we saw from eating the kosher ration last week that one had it had the peanuts, it had the barbecue chickpeas, and it had the big old vegan cookie. So it had, a substantial amount of calories in the, and it had the drink mixes. It had the, was it coffee? Did we get coffee out of it? Yeah, I think so. And, oh no, we got hot chocolate. We got rich hot chocolate, and that might have been it that came directly out of the ration. Can't recall. Why didn't I get the vegan? Like I said, I didn't want to be the guy that slowly killed his baby, the car that he put so much love into. Someone who's more of a Saab guy deserves it. I'm just, the used car market's terrible. It was getting so awful to try and find anything, and the fact that it was 80,000 miles, and it's a very, very reliable car that's engine should go to 300k plus if I take care of it. I just wanted the search to be over, and I wanted something reliable, so done. Although technically next year it qualifies as an antique. All right, we grabbed all the sideways ones of those. There's not many. Wait for that to rotate. There we go. And these were great. Wish I had more of them. This is the only one I got left, and I'm not planning on eating it. But they were well put together. There was a lot of good food in them. And what did I have for this one? Cheese tortellini with marinara sauce and Tuscan beef with cannellini beans, lentils, and vegetables. That one was good. Or wait, I didn't eat it. Did I eat a Tuscan beef from another one? I have had a Tuscan beef from another one. All right, so everything's flipped. Comes with a little note. All right, we can put these back up. We're definitely going to get through box 62 and 63. These are small. So let's take a look at box 64. Oh god, box 64 is tiny. We're getting down to some like large items that didn't need a whole bunch of sorry. We're getting down to some large items that, you know, we couldn't fit as many in a single package or a single box, so we don't have too many things within these boxes to review, or I mean to catalog. I swear I'll wake up. I swear I'll be more awake at some point in the stream, probably right before it's over. All right, so this, we've got some freeze-dried eggs, bulk, makes 25 servings. So if you're doing scrambled eggs, but you can use the egg mix for whatever. Then we've got big old sealed pack of UGR heaters. And another one that's got the instructions on the front still. Then yet another one that's got the instructions. All right, we got some grape juice. And those hamburger buns. So that's this box. Let's get these sideways ones rotated. Years ago, I'm almost 40. Another 5 months. Hey, we got Balmorius jumping in over on the Twitch side. The 40 years ago was the before times, the long, long ago. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Hopefully everybody can see that message in the lower chat in stream. And Balmorius, hope you can see the chat on stream for everybody over on the YouTube side. I have it pretty large text, but pretty small chunk of the screen, so let me know if that's a little too hard to follow. Grandpa Sean, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping my midlife crisis will be somewhere in my 60s, shooting for at least 130. I mean, come on, it's the 21st century. We should have all kinds of crazy medical tech in the next 50 years. All right, just got to rotate a couple of these. Okay, and that one snapped. All right. So I keep feeling like my mannerisms are weird this week, and it's partially because I've been doing a lot of VTubing, so like streaming, but using a computer-generated version of myself during the stream instead of a webcam, and everything, like, I have to talk, you know, a lot more exaggerated to make the mouth work right, and you know, all that kind of stuff. And I have to hold a very specific position and like only turn my head and only glance, because otherwise it like twists around and does weird stuff. So I feel myself like doing some of those mannerisms now when I'm on an actual camera. I don't know. Part of it's just hair. I just chopped off my hair yesterday, and up until that point, when I let it get longer and longer and longer, it just takes more effort to get under control. And if I roll out of bed and want to do a stream, my hair is just all over the place. It's just nice to hit a button and be a computer-generated person instead of having to worry about any of this. But now I chopped it off. I don't know. Barely tell whether or not it's unruly. And I hope that thing with the lo-fi music, lo-fi girl channel gets figured out, because that's just a mess. Yeah, when it wasn't working overnight, I'm like, this is gonna get noticed. There's thousands and thousands of people tuned in 24 hours a day. It's the background music in like restaurants and waiting rooms and all kinds of places. People are gonna notice that it's gone. All right, box 65. What do we got in here? Okay, box 65. Box 65 is pieces from the UK 10-man, but not an actual. So these are all like the leftovers, I think. Yeah. We have so much margarine. So much margarine. Luke, you will always be 20 in my brain. 25 doesn't feel right. Yes, shoot. I've been back for 5 years and change then. All right, so getting rid of duplicates on these. Just got to make sure they're actually duplicates in some of these cases. You say rescued, but, don't rule out that the cult, gets you back at some point. You got to sleep sometime. Before you know it, bam, back in a cult. Man, I'm definitely going to have to do a restoration stream or two very soon. Some stuff in the collection is getting dangerously swelled. That space ration popped. That's just... honestly, I was going to have to open it up, and that's the only end to open it up from, so it's all right. It popped on the inner seal. It was a pudding can, literally a can of pudding. And actually, because it popped, the ring is 100% flat, so there's been no working on the edge, so it should be pretty nice. Once I clean it out and put a block of foam inside and then put the lid back on and get it so that it's just even with everything, it should look pretty good compared to if I had tried to pry my way in or cut my way in. So honestly, that one works out. But there's a can of beans that Amelié pointed out among the 10-man rations that it could explode any darn day. Everything is a cult. Nothing is a cult because nothing is real, Luke. Is that a Jack Handy quote, Amelié? Been involved in a number of cults, both as a leader and as a follower. You have more fun as a follower, but you make more money as a leader. That almost sounds like Jack Handy. Yeah, but didn't you eat some of the ones from 1968? Oh, Creed. Yeah, Creed. Creed quotes. That's a whole thing. They basically just found that guy. All right, we're going to try and turn these so that text on them is facing up. Like there's a date there that I'm pretty sure I was trying to look at. Put this one sideways. All right, grab all these. Okay, that wasn't the one you... That wasn't the older thing you ate. Stanley was a fantastic character. I think you can get that guy on Cameo now. Man, when Cameo launched, I was so tempted. Everybody was so cheap, you know, in terms of their rates. Like you could get random people to do recordings for you for, you know, $40, $20, you know, $30, etc. And I had a couple friends that did. One guy got Tommy Chong to announce his departure from the company, and another one got William Hung, the guy who did the She Bangs attempt on American Idol 15 years ago or whatever. Got him to announce something to the company. I forget what it was, but you know, like a minute-long recording we played during one of our weekly meetings for the whole company, and it was like, okay, now here's William Hung. But yeah, everybody's prices went up once the service got established, and now that you know, you can just go hire, you know, Danny Trejo to record 2 minutes of a message for you, or Gary Busey or whatever. Now they're charging like, you know, if you're gonna get like a 1-minute video from them, they're charging like $400. You know, so missed the boat there for getting cheap celebrity recordings. Could have probably had a whole fleet of folks talk about the Ration Museum. Not 1992 GP Beans and Sausage. Yeah, that's probably what it was. All right, these are all rotated and looking right. Those over. So we got box 62, 3, 4, and 5 ready to go photo-wise with stuff in the right positions. If box 66 is a big one, then we're not going to jump into that next. Yeah, this is a big one. Box 66 is a pile of MCI components. When I say pile, I mean pile. So box 66 has all these, actually not just MCI components, these are RCI components, a lot of these in the back. These are the tall can B units from RCIs. And then we got the MCI B units up front. Oh. So we're not going to dive into box 66 just yet. That's going to take a bunch of cleanup. But But we're looking good. We got 4 boxes we can try and run through in the meantime. 4:15. Shooting for another hour and 45 minutes cataloging. So let's see if I can get through. You know, that's 100 minutes. Every 25 minutes, I got to get through a box. Oh, wait. Yeah, 62. Okay. And now this whole process is easier, too. Throwing up a sheet. Box 62, URLs. Extensions, photo gallery, create a gallery. All right, use an existing album. Sort these by name. We got box 62 is what we're looking at right now. Select, let it churn. All right, that's wrapped up. Now we'll sort these. And here's the best part. I don't need to make that whole extra column anymore because we just need the file name. We're going to be able to process all of this stuff. Oh, okay. That reminds me. There's a whole step. I have to download all of these pictures after each run now. So, and then get them onto the server, but that's no big deal. Like that's going to take all of this amount of time. Download. 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 Okay, so now that's all the images grabbed. We got the box 62 URLs done. We'll jump into box 63. Museum collection wants a password. What? How did I do this last week? Must not have saved the password. Or not last week. I guess it was a month ago. Or maybe 3 weeks. Wait. Maybe it was just 2 weeks ago. No. Last week I was in the museum. Yeah, probably was 2 weeks ago then. Okay, so I am signed in there. Can extract these 4 sets and then dump them into incoming. And so this is replacing the job that script that took all that extra effort to try and write the bot protection and all of that. We just did that that work while I'm talking for like 150 more images. That's it. That's done. Because everything is insanely fast in the future, and I overthink things. So all of those images are ready to process later and reprocess as many times as I want. So when we get to the point where we're running the metadata sheet through, it should take barely any time at all. A couple minutes just to do all the actual image adjusting and stuff. Restored beans. A little better than refried beans. Lovingly restored beans. Put that on the side of a can and put it up in the grocery store. 1968 vintage, lovingly restored. So last night I literally cracked a can of beans to have as a snack in the middle of the night. You know, it was like 4 a.m. I needed a can of beans because I'm a lunatic. And poured it out, but one chunk didn't come out. And so I got a spoon in there and went to pop it out, and it like broke into this like ridiculously dried out husk section. There was nothing wrong with the can. I don't know what it was. It was a Heinz Memphis style barbecue beans that I've had for a while. So it expired 3 years ago. I should probably clean my pantry. There are some things like that, and military food is packaged for long-term storage. Most stuff you buy in the grocery store is not meant to be edible in 5 or 10 years. The Memphis beans, though, I really expected they were going to be fine. I've had just regular canned beans, at 20 years old before. So, I don't know. But yeah, did not get to eat those beans and did not get to lovingly restore them. All right, so we got all those images downloaded and transferred. We can jump back into box 63 URLs is where we're at. 7 minutes down. Hour and 38 to go. 4 boxes. Will he make it? The suspense is killing me. I hope it lasts. I don't like all the redlining on my voice, but again, I listened to it and it doesn't sound bad. So I don't know. If I mute this, does it still work? Yeah, okay. And I got all kinds of cleanup, fix-up to do overall with my whole setup. So I get a new PC tomorrow in the mail in parts, and I got to build it and transition everything to it. This is still going to be this machine, but I have to redo it. I messed with the audio, and it turns out like all the processing, all the audio processing and everything that I was doing can be done directly in the streaming program, and it sounds just fine. So all the other stuff is just getting in the way now. Sounds fine in a studio. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had to redo it in the beginning of the stream, but I'm redlining almost everything I say, so. But I do have like a 16 decibel gain on it. Anyway, rambling. Use existing album. Does anybody eat any crazy rations this week? I tried not to eat as many, but that just means I only had, like 3 days that were just rations. Kitty cam. Hello. See, I woke her up again. Welch's Fruit Snacks from Wawa. Got a hoagie from Wawa. Oh my god, close your eyes. Look at the water. Water. Look at the water. Philly accent. Man, oh man. what an accent. Close your eyes, dude. All right, so we got the URLs for box 63 going to box 64. And now, I mean, it says URLs, but I don't need URLs anymore. I just need the file names, because it's easier than trying to individually extract them from these. Hello, kitty. How are you? Who's a good kitty face? You look sleepy. You had an MRE Nation Extreme Pork Chop. That sounds really good. Was it recent? He's not still making MRE Nation, right? Or he is? I never know. Okay, so that's processing. That's done. That's real quick. That's box 64. Box 65. Come on. Come on now. And then we're ready to start doing metadata. 4 boxes. Smokey gift me the cat? No, she's a street cat, and so's my other cat. Smokey, I'm sure, would toss a cat my way if I would accept a third cat, but my two already absolutely despise each other in a way that's not cute or hilarious. It is almost 2 years now, and if they were in the same room, or, I mean, like if I put them in the same room and close the door, they will fight until one is like so jammed into a corner, and it's going to be her. It's going to be the white one, Billy. They'll fight till they've both drawn blood on each other. You know, they puncture. I've had to like pull embedded claws out of each other. So now Billy gets the upstairs, Shabby gets the downstairs, and I have to go through some contraption that I've made out of 3 baby gates and a sheet to get between my 2 floors. The sheet keeps them from just sitting and hissing at each other through the gate. You know, the idea was the porous gate, maybe they get used to each other's smell eventually, but no, it's been 2 years. They lived without the gate for almost a full year, with a fight here and there, but Shabby, the downstairs cat, just got more and more aggressive, and finally just got to the point where she can't be stopped from, you know, trying to assume dominance of the whole house. She's the most ridiculously sweet cat, though, otherwise. Yeah, MRE Nation ones, at least when there were MRE Star components and stuff, like the tortillas and stuff in them, they were some of the best damn rations, you know, that have been produced. you know, MRE style pouched meals, you know, that kind of component set. Not to mention the build your own. Oh my God, you know, just picking pieces from all kinds of foreign stuff. Speaking of, I gotta just pull the trigger and make an order from that prepper shop in the UK and see what happens, because it'll save me in the long run from just wrecking all my end of the world rations, because I raid them for the pound cakes and the you know, the cookies and the crackers, and then I have a cabinet full of just the entrees that I have for dinner all the time, you know, or lunch, like 6 a week at least, you know, out of like 14 meals, I usually have at least 6 rations. If not, some meals it's more like 8 or 10. And yeah, that's all just still catch up from when I ate way too many of the snack components. So if I can buy a case of like 60 or 100, just the turnovers or the pound cakes or that kind of thing, for a reasonable price, then I need to do that. The thing is, like, I got those disaster meals for, in the end, it was like $3.30 each. So people are selling the pound cakes for $2 a piece. So it just seemed like you get pound cakes, or I mean, you get a pound cake, you get either a wheat snack bread, Italian breadsticks, or a pack of tortillas. You get the entree, you know, you get a bag of Skittles, like a full bag of Skittles, and every one of them. So, yeah, I mean, $3. Hello again, kitty. Goodbye again, kitty. Yeah, $3, you just couldn't beat it. But if I just keep eating them, I don't know. And then those HDRs, I've eaten 30 something. I've eaten like 34 of those HDRs now. Like, I can't stop. Those things are awesome, but I shouldn't just eat HDRs like all the time. You know, gotta get other food. My gut's probably not in any way happened to me. What happened to the museum? I ate it. Yeah, no, it's tempting. It's always tempting. Like, you see right here, the steak and kidney pudding. I'm gonna eat one of these. There's 4 of them. I'm gonna eat one. I gotta do that at some point. You know, some of these look great, but you know what's gonna go bad first? Where they stamp these letters in. That's where the corrosion eventually gets its way through the can, because that's where the metal has been stressed to its thinnest and weakest point now. So, you know, any point where you've applied that punching pressure after the can was made, you know, you're weakening that metal wall, and potentially, depending on how they put the dates on, you know, there may be an undercoating that gets stretched or pushed out of the way when that happens. See if this is, yeah, this is a good example of where that's a point of failure. And you can see it started with this R, and there's some, you know, probably moisture around that point, but, you know, from that, the bottom of the can is going. All right, so box 62 is where we're at. We got all our spreadsheets ready. We'll grab the box 62 URLs, throw the metadata in between the master catalog and the URLs, and we are goody good. So what I need from these is just this first column. Oh. Can I
There we go. Let's find box 62. Let me crank this up size-wise so you guys can read some of it. There we go. So, yeah, we're only trying to get through $30 items right now in this push. That's not too bad. Actually, I can just put this whole block over there. And this slowly climbing. We'll be at line 720, which should be item 719 in the collection shortly. See, everything here is United States except for the last box. So we'll do United States, paste that all the way through to box 64. And then how do I have UK stuff in here already? Do I have any? Do I have it in as United Kingdom? Do I have it in as England? Or do I not have any ORP stuff in here yet? See, so British. Oh, I have it listed as Britain. Britain. I don't know about that. It's the only one in here. I'm going to go ahead and change this to United Kingdom. Which always sounds like a theme park. Welcome to the United Kingdom. Please keep your hands and legs inside the vehicle at all times. The wildebeest may seem friendly, but it's not. All right, we'll dump all of these down to 65. I like this. Doing 4 boxes at once means just dumping everything in here in a big old pile, and not having to keep doubling back and starting the same kind of tasks over and over. Oh. You still have several build your owns, Tracy? I think I have one in the basement of those. I think I have one other MRE Nation old school ration to eat. I know I've talked about it before, but it's been a little while. I think I ate one on stream a while back. I know Smokey cracked one open not too long ago. Couldn't make it at all to his stream on Saturday. I hope everybody had fun. I was in a great game session, and it just sometimes, you know, it's not the time. Hey, everybody else, just ignore that I'm not in the game and that I'm staring at my phone and that I'm typing and responding, you know, instead of hearing the descriptions of the places that we are and what the other people are doing, and you know, gotta not be that guy. Okay, so this is all just listed as compo. So I'm gonna fix these in I'm gonna just bulk update these. Hey Joe Green, welcome to the stream. Got to a surplus store, didn't have any of the MREs I wanted, so they had some commercial ones. So they had like, do they have like XMREs or meal kit supply ones? They're okay. Or the APAC. APAC is the APAC. They don't put enough variety in them, in my opinion. They're the AmeriQual ones that they're kind of, you know, they all get the same cookie. They all get the same crackers and peanut butter and jelly. They all get something else. Like, I forget. XMREs. XMREs I've only had once and they were good. They seemed close to like a regular MRE in terms of calories and food variety. So where it says compo right now, I'm going to change it to $10-man compo ration components. And I'll put that at the end actually. So let's see where it says compo. And has a line break. We will end it with that. Bam. And bam. $12 or $13 a piece. Buy some HDRs. They're $4 each right now. And they're a 24-hour ration. That would be like $36 or $4. I just $12. That means a case is like $150. Although I did just get a case of FSRs for $150. I mean, there's 27 meals in a case of first strike rations, though. That brings it down to $5.55 a meal, $16 per FSR, which that's not too bad. But you can just buy those on Amazon right now. They're back. The guy that I got them from last time had them for $125, but now they're $150. It's been a year and a half, but yeah, if you just go on Amazon and type first strike ration, $150 a case. Now so if you're looking at spending $12 or $13 potentially on one ration, might as well make it a first strike. And that's just a bag of goodies. You get your shelf-stable sandwiches, you get all your beef jerky and your candy bars and all kinds of great stuff. Buns, hamburger, shelf-stable, UGR. grape juice, instant sweetened, UGR. UGR FRH 4-pack. Butter. Okay, so we're up to here. So this last one says it's a meal. That doesn't sound right. So let's take a look at box 63. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth, I think I called it a meal just because it had 2 big cans of fish in it. I don't think it's a meal. It's still listed as an accessory packet. It's just the bigger accessory packet, maybe even from a different year. It's some cheap Alice gear. Alice stuff, you wear it long enough. That's a little rough on the back, but it'll hold up. A lot of clips. I used to have an Alice pack. I wonder what, I might have given that to somebody. Or it might be in a box somewhere in the house. It had all those components. It had like the main pack, and then it had like 2 side packs you attached, and then it had like, you know, a collection of pieces you could put underneath it in the bedroll section. I think I might have given that to somebody since I don't collect. Yeah, I try to keep the collecting specific to rations. So I'm gonna take away where this said meal. Sorry, I'm gonna just change it. So we have 4 different ones of those. So this is a La Briute. Yeah, La Briute Meals is the company. Pack Dog Survival School was the name at the time that those were produced. Let's see if these MCIs have any manufacturers listed on them. Some do. So we got none for the first one. Then we got Sinpack. Or wait, no. Is that Sinpack? Conpack. Conpack Inc. Not Sinpack. Unknown. Conpack Inc. Yeah, let me know about that one. No worries if not. Oh, I do have years for these, so let's get those in there. And I got to fill some gaps. I didn't realize that I left. I don't know if it's better to put unknown or leave it blank. I don't know if it'll show up at all if it doesn't have a year when you look at the timeline. Unknown is becoming a very large section, though, on the timeline. Okay, so we got those. That one was Conpack. Next one, Universal Folding Box Company made the box. They may have been the ones that packed it, but let's see. So that's the next 2, Universal Folding Box Company. Was it limited? Is that what it said at the end? pink. And then this beans doesn't have a maker on the outside, and neither does beans with meat, or turkey. Do I only have a picture of the top of this box? I guess so. Seems like I have more items in this box than I do in this list. So like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I only have only have 6 items listed for this box. Unless this is just, yeah. Okay, so this is just a box for that. There's way too many pictures for this one. That's all of these. B1 and B3, let's see, the ham slice and pork slice are just empty boxes. Pork sliced, ham sliced. Okay, so pork steak, beans, pork slice, ham sliced, beans with meatballs. It's this one. And then this is just a box. But it's not the same box. This has this one little thing in line with the tomato sauce. This has this down here in line with the B2 unit line. And then we got the turkey or chicken bone. So we skipped an item when putting this together. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to take everything from here and shift it down 1. And that's fine. Just do MCI box. I'm going to take this display ready tag off of here. All right, so that's going to be an unknown date. Unknown manufacturers for these. And I gotta duck out for just 1 minute. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so where were we? Oh yeah, the fun part. All the data. I gotta fill in. This is gonna be 7 now. Whoop. That'll be 6. Don't bite data. No biting. Alright. Meal combat individual, MCI, ration, United States. I don't know. We'll leave it at that for the moment. Dump that in for all of those. I never spell civilian right. See, I spelled it right the first time. 1 L. 1 L. Civilian. Civilian ration. $24-hour ration. Ration. United States. Kosher, religious, meal, religious, kosher for Passover. United States. Pop that in there. Oh, I didn't put ration on there or kosher ration. There we go. Let's see, and it says date unknown, but let's take a quick look in there. We might be able to date some of this stuff. The NSN might tell us, but probably not. Let's see what we can get from the packages. Maybe nothing. Man, this is making me hungry. And nothing on those sides. I didn't flip them over, so yeah, okay, we don't know. Do not know when these were made. But now I want macaroons. All right, freeze-dried egg mix. Who made that? Box 64. Let's see who made this. Oregon freeze-dry? Mountain House. So which one do I put? Oregon Freeze Dry or Mountain House? I'm going to put Oregon Freeze Dry. How do I have it in here so far? Just Oregon Freeze Dry. "45 times in here. Okay, I just have it as Oregon Freeze Dry. I just don't know why this doesn't seem to want to complete for that. Yeah, like this should be offering me suggestions based on previous rows up here, and there are rows that start with these values, so I don't know, just being weird. Maybe it doesn't work over a certain size. This is close. Not quite what we want, but we can change it. Oregon Freeze Dry, Mountain House, Civilian. Don't think this one's civilian. I think this is part of a UGR-A. I'm just going to put UGR. Or no, a UGR-B. B is the one with shelf-stable components that you still have to cook everything. Like, you still have to mix things and cook them. And A has, like, frozen and refrigerated components among them. Unitized group ration. I guess I should put that in the back of this too. UGR, unitized group ration. Okay. Unitized group ration, UGR. Flameless ration heater, FRH. United States. It is not a ration. I will not mark it ration. All right. Getting there. Only like 15 more to do the data for. Okay, so the UGR FRHs. Let's see who made them. TrueTech Inc. TrueTech Inc. Looks a little weird with that proper spelling of TrueTech. I mean of true in TrueTech. You know, you're so used to like TRU, you know, like trying to be modern. Sorry, rambling. So, you know, these are UGR Express heaters. They are, you know, about this big. You know, compared to my head, they're about that big, like a sheet of paper sized, and they go under a whole UGR tray and heat the whole thing. Though it is like 45 minutes, it isn't like, hey, let this sit for 10 minutes and you're ready. Because there's a lot of food to heat up. I don't know if this says 45 minutes. So interesting. So the pull tab cartons don't have the heaters already in them. Is that right? That seems weird. So like they've got the saline release. Like when you pull that ripcord, it dumps out the liquid that's in each of those to activate. But I thought it already had the heaters in there. Interesting if it doesn't. That's True Tech. Let's see, so the grape juice is Harry I&F Contracting Company. Harry I&F Contracting Company. Okay, and then the hamburger buns. Sterling. See, the problem, the reason that I care so much that it's not offering suggestions is that I don't want to have a whole bunch of different versions of the same thing, you know, because of the way the metadata works. I want them to be identical, so it's not like, oh yeah, there's only 3 from this manufacturer. But if you add a space, there's another 6 somewhere else. So that's not what I'm going for, but I won't overthink it right now. All right, so the compost stuff. Well, we do have Kloekner Pentapack Limited. Or is this going to be capital? It is going to be capital. I want lowercase. There we go. Kloekner. Why would I have these dated 1993 and these dated unknown? I don't know. I guess the first ones had 93 stamped on them and the others didn't. That'd be weird. They're from that same box. They're from that same era. I'm going to put 1993. I might have screwed something up and overwritten something anyway, so 93. All right, so the grape juice. We're going to steal this part. We're going to say canned ration United States. Kloekner Pentapack made. Wait, there's no C in it, right? No, there is a C. Thank you. I don't know why. I thought it was just with a K. There we go. Okay. instant stuff like the mashed potatoes, oats, apple flakes, etc. Okay, that makes some sense. I thought for a second there it was like mashed potatoes and oats. The others have 92. Well, then we'll put 92. Compo ration, 10-man ration, United Kingdom, UK, not an ORP, so pouched ration, do that for these two. Then we'll change this to canned. We'll do that for the rest of this box. Oh my gosh, that's the end of the subjects. So we just got makers, and I don't think we have much, if anything, in the way of makers for the rest of this. No, we have nothing else that's going to have a manufacturer. Okay, so these are all unknown. Where are we at with time? 5:15? We're doing great. We just got pictures left and then uploading, and we'll have done 4 boxes. But it's only 30-ish items, so I don't know that I'm feeling too accomplished by that, but we can start into the next one. On the edge of the film. I'll have to check in person, but I'm going to leave it at 92. I've got nearly boiling water still in this thermos that's been doing a great job the last couple times. So hopefully should have it to the point where it can boil this. Everything's kind of seemingly stuck together in this. Interesting. There's no tray or anything. I can't recall. I don't think it's separately vacuum packed in here. Is it? I'm getting excited. I haven't had one of these in a very long time. Of this style. Alright, so we're jumping into box 62 pictures. I'll jump back up here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for the next one. So we're not going to be able to use all the pictures for item 2. We'll get item 1 going. You know, and I just had a thought. I could take all of these and I could dump them in here, and then I could replace every line break with a tab. So that gives me one big line of things, and then I could break it up around the actual items like that and have one piece to copy. And then back here, paste once. Oh, paste once in the right spot. And I got my 6 images. It ends with one that's ending in 682. So let me look at this. Should be line 8, 682. Should be the last side of that box. And then this should be the first of the next set. Yeah, Okay, we're going to do that. So, of course, the next one is one that doesn't work great for. Well, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're just going to do the first 9 and skip the next chunk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just chop that. Dump that there. Would you look at that? That's a beauty. All the way to the edge. All right, and then we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we'll grab 6 and we'll check the last one of these. Ends in 300. We skipped 5, we took 6. That looks way too far down, but let's see. Okay, so that should be the back. This should be just an empty box picture, back of a box. And this next one should be the top of another box. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Lined up. So the next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Beans and tomato sauce. This doesn't seem like anywhere near enough. Oh, this is just this one box. I'm almost out of pictures. All right, the next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5. Okay. Oh, wait, and then the box for it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. I can grab. I mean, these 2 aren't necessary. I'll grab the first 8, skip the next 2. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Skip the next 2. All right. Beans. So just a box, beans with meatballs and tomato sauce. Is that what I did? Oh, no. Okay, that is a different box. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for that one. And then just the last picture on its own for that poor boned turkey. And I dare say that was one of the fastest picture associations we've had so far. Done. That box is done. All right, moving on to box 63. Might even actually have some time to go back and jump into box 66. All right, so with this, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, just 3, then 2, 2, 2, and then everything else is the same ration, so that's going to be the whole rest of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll all fit. So 3, 2, 2, 2, everything. I'm just going to do the same thing over here with turning it into one big list. This is just going great. All right. 3. 2. 2. 2, and then should be everything else in one big pile for the last one. Should come out to like 8 or 9. 9. Okay. So that's the kosher box done. I look back on all the original boxes and say, you know, sometimes it's really worth it to just stop and get a good system instead of just saying, okay, I'll keep doing it this way and then I'll figure it out. It's how much time has been spent on little processes that I've cleaned up. Speaking, you know, like the, you know, all that time trying to figure out fighting bot detection on grabbing the photos when it really just takes like 1 minute, you know, to grab 3 or 4 boxes worth of photos and put them up on the collection site or the collection server to be compressed and used later. And I've got, you know, 40 gigs on that server, so I'm not going to fill it with the single photos. And it just means there's another place where the originals live. All right, so the first one is just 1. And then we've got 2, 2, 1. Oh, wait, no, that's a 2, or that's a 3. Okay, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, and then 3. 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 3. Easy enough. 1, 2, 2. I do really want to use a UGR FRH at some point. They look so cool. 5 and 3. There we go. Done. Next box. I think the photos are taking so far 12 minutes to do all the picture association. Excuse me. So we're going to have 3, 1, and I don't know how the margarine's going to break down, so we're going to have to look at that. So we'll grab 3, and 1 for the ones with some air in them. All right, then we have 6 margarine, 2 margarine, 4 margarine as 3 separate entries. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got 4, 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay, 4, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Wait, 4, 2, 3, 3, 3. Yep, okay. So 4th of July, oh yeah, I was going to say 4th of July happened. Anybody do anything fun? But that's right, I was streaming on the 4th of July. That was a whole week ago already. It's already 11 days into July. It is just flying by. Anybody got any mid-July plans? Anybody doing any summer vacationing coming up? Steak and kidney, four cans. That's down to here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 of that type. Chicken and vegetable casserole, bacon grill. So now we just have 5 individual cans. We got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 3, 3, 3, 4, 2. 3, 3, 3, 4, 2. Okay. You know, I think it is about time to try and do a restoration stream, something to break up the monotony of the site work, and I really do need to do some of this stuff offline, just because I'm sure this is not everybody's favorite part. I mean, we're all chatting and having a good time. Was it? So it was 333. Was it 4-2? Yeah, 4-2. But you know, I want something that's exciting to watch as well. Something where there's mystery and danger and fun, and that's a restoration stream. I just really wish I had a better setup for doing restorations, so I gotta work on it. But I don't need to overthink it so much that I don't get her done, you know? Okay, so populate those. I mean, that's looking good. We got all that stuff added. How big is box 66? 27 items, and we have half an hour. Well, we just did 4 boxes. You see now the description stuff we'll be able to copy and paste like 20 something times. This shouldn't be too bad. This just says various. Okay. I'm gonna chop that out. Well, yeah, I'm gonna chop that out because then it would get its own category. Otherwise, I think we can try and blast through box 66 before 6 o'clock. 30 minutes. Timer started now. Okay, so as fast as I can. Ooh, next box has some South African stuff. South African. We got South African rations. And they'll need some restoration. Everything needs some restoration or some preservation. You know, that's still got food in it that's over a certain age. Just time does its thing. Go figure. Food doesn't stay 100% stable for forever. I think my dulcet tones, I may have lost everybody. Sent you all to sleep. Put you all to sleep, I mean. $747. Item 747. All right, there's going to be a lot of different creators in here. I'm going to turn all these lowercase unit into capital unit, capital U unit. Oh man, there is a mix formatting here. That's all right. Chopping out all the makers on these, put them in the next column. And this is a variety of approaches to notes. Ends chopped off. Mix of upper and lowercase. C ration B unit. I'm still broadcasting, right? I didn't get knocked offline. Yeah, I'm still up. C ration supper B unit. Yeah, this one starts with 2x, the rest 2x later. Maybe I should have left the manufacturers on these. Sorry, I'm editing this in another screen. I realize you guys can't see this at all right now. But it's just, this column of data is about as jumbled as they get. And I just want it all to be uniform. All right, so now I got to move over these makers. All right, this is crazy. Why won't it suggest values to me? So I just refreshed. Like, why won't it suggest Sopacco? Oh well, I'll need to figure that out at some point, but like I really like having it suggest because then things stay the same, spelling wise. All right, either way, we'll fill these out as best we can. It's like, so these have makers just kind of tossed into their names. But does that mean that the others don't have any name that can be found, or just that they didn't need to be differentiated from the rest of these, so no name was ascribed to them? We'll find out in a minute. Booth Fruit Co. Booth Fruit Co. or Booth Fruit Company? All right, that's the only place that it appears, so we're going to go with Booth Fruit Co. for now. Natural storage, I know I've seen before. So I have the whole company name. All right, so we're going to go with Natural Storage Company and Booth Fruit Company. I like company for this one because I know it's printed that way on boxes that I have. Okay, so those are fine. Now we take the cleaned up naming. Actually, I should probably pop in, you know, MCIB unit, etc. versus RCI, but all of this can be changed in the future. So we got 25 minutes. I just love this picture of everything in a pile. That one's a neat one. Shoot, I hope there's some folks around for the meal. Says we've dropped down to 3 folks. We were at 11 not too long ago. I guess this part's just really boring, so apologies. I will have to figure out better use of time in the future, but this is work that just needs to get done. So I did not clean up this box yet or make a URL set, so got to do that. That or maybe Restream broke? I doubt it though. I doubt that's what's going on. Nope, it's all good. Still working there. That's all right. What did that just say on YouTube? YouTube, it says there are currently 2. Okay, including me. All right. Oh well. I do hope folks come back for 6 o'clock. Doesn't make as much sense to sit here and eat something alone, especially something this rare and interesting. Like just, well, I know you're there. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't just assume, but yeah, right now seems like it's just us. Guess I underestimate the boring factor on some of this stuff that has to get done. Tell secrets. So I heard guinea pig to see if the 98s are okay. Yeah, that's fine. You get to find out. It's going to be fine. Some of the components might be bad, but it's going to be fine. I guess that's probably better. All right. Still just pushing through, killing duplicates. You guys saw the heap of photos there, so this is going to be a big one, but we're getting through the actual photo loading really fast now. So I got hopes up. We still got 20 minutes. 20 minutes to complete this box. We're going to do it. And I'll be a lot happier about what got added today. Did I just shrink these? I think I just shrunk them. Anyway. Doesn't matter. It's super nice of you guys to come out week after week. You know, either way. And I hope it's at least a little bit interesting, even when we're doing this side of things. And if at any point anyone wants more detail on anything that's going into the collection this week, or anything at all, like, you know, hey, remember the such and such, can you show me that? I'll gladly dig it up and do a little step sideways into looking at whatever it is that's on somebody's mind. These are going to be pretty easy section. It's just the same thing, same pattern it looks like in terms of like 4 per, or 2 or 3 per. Yeah, it's like front, side, back, front, side, back, front, side, back. So that'll be an easy section once we get to it. And then all the peanut butters. You had $5, you could finish all the rest of the metadata by tomorrow at midnight. Do the whole spreadsheet. We got 18 more boxes after this one. Heck, if you did the spreadsheet without even doing images, I would gladly come through and do all the image work afterwards. I mean, anything you're able to do in the spreadsheet on your own, by all means. You know, but you know, you're busy. You got stuff going on. You got a life to live. You know, when you can help, it's always appreciated, but never feel obligated. It's just a little volunteer thing. Though this is one of those things where, like, yeah, powering through might be the way to go at some point. All right, so let's look at manufacturer data. We're going in with only a couple filled out, but there's definitely going to be more than that. Or maybe not definitely. With a lot of these B units, there's not going to be anything listed. Van Brode Milling Co. Inc. All right, we will change that. Van Brode Milling Co. Inc. And that's 2 in a row. Oh, okay, that's B unit times 2. Next one has nothing. Next one is Booth Fruit Company. Booth Fruit Company. Natural Storage. Nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing. Okay, I think these are accurately, yeah, these are accurately listed out in terms of known and unknown manufacturers. So we're going to dump in a bunch of unknowns. Make sure that peanut butter doesn't line up. There we go. Unknown, 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 unknown. There we go. That whole section of stuff is done. All these tall cans are going to be RCI era. Except for the ones that are explicitly C ration, the supper and the gold can. Then the rest are all going to be MCI components. These aren't in-flights. We'll jump into one that's not one of these tall cans. Which means getting all the way down past supper, B3 unit. Okay, so everything up to that point, it's going to be marked RCI. Is that supper the last one in that set? No. Supper, then the B3 unit, then we're good. That's all the way down to here before we get to MCI components. Not as many of those as I would think. So, MCI. Neil Combat. Parents got cat food and you got shoes and clothes coming. So you're going to have to stay home. Oh, on summer vacation, can't figure out what to do. Got to stay in for two days for deliveries. Tomorrow, my deliveries are, I'm excited. And I was afraid of everything being spaced out over the course of like 4 days and needing to be home and whatnot. So I went with the option of, please deliver all my stuff in as few boxes as possible all at once for this whole week. And it looks like I should get everything in one delivery tomorrow night. But I got a motherboard, a processor, a pile of RAM, an NVMe solid state drive, and a GPU. All coming, all tomorrow. So I'm excited. I've got the case, the fans, the power supply all already. But I don't have to worry about that stuff. I just have to transfer the new gear into the old case. And then I get to join the 21st century. No, I mean, I built my computer in the 21st century, but it is old. I'm going from an i5 6600, so a sixth generation i5, to a Ryzen 9 5900X. And going from 8 gigs of RAM to 64. And going from a Gen 1 120 gig SSD to a Gen 6 or 7 2 terabyte NVMe with 5 gigabyte per second read write. So it's it's going to be crazy going from DDR3 to DDR6 RAM, and going from a 1050 GTX, a GTX 1050 graphics card to a 6700 XT. So that's 400 something percent better than my graphics card, and everything else is in the realm of 300 to 400% improvement. So it'll be nice. I haven't built a new computer from scratch in a very long time. So it'll catch up. You've probably got something better than what I'm about to build, so I was very, very far behind the times. Unit, ration, United States. We can do that for all of these. And then this last one, i7 7700K, GTX 1060. Well, 1060 is many times better than a 1050. So the 1050 I have is either a 1 or a 2 gigabyte. I want to say it's a 1. Yeah, and I've also got a pair of mirrored RAID 3 terabyte data center drives, but I picked up 2 more by taking apart another system that needed them. So I'll have 4 of those, and I may do a striped RAID with those, so that then I would have a 9 gig drive or 9 terabyte drive instead of a 3, for backup. I mean, for other content. Screens are 1080, same here. I got no ability to go up above 1080 right now, so I won't be gaming in 4K, but oh well. Maybe at some point I'll replace my downstairs TV with a 4K TV, because that's where I'm going to set this whole thing up, is headless in my living room, because I just need it to exist in a sense that I can remote into it and use it. I don't know, 1080 is still high quality. It's just, yeah, it's getting a little dated, but like 4K seems like crazy overkill with a lot of stuff. I just know I'm jaded. I my first home screen was like 320 by 240, something like that. So the idea of 3,890 by 2,700 or whatever, I don't know, I can't remember. Mainly what I'm getting this for is VR. I want to upgrade my VR experience and get in cooler worlds that have been taxing my setup, and stream it so that I'll be able to do all the extra stuff, run like all my control panels and stuff in VR, and run the streaming software, and run the AI full body capture, so that I have arms and legs. Well, I mean, I guess we have arms, but so I have like elbows and knees and legs and hips in VR. But running all that stuff together on my current PC, it does work, but it's choppy. It's not great. So it'll be nice to jump forward there. All right, so all this stuff up above is RCI. Ooh, and I rambled a bit too much, so I got 7 minutes. 7 minutes to do this before food time. We can do it. So we got RCI, ration combat individual, canned bread unit, B unit, ration United States. The rest of that's fine. Okay, so we will do all the way up to, well, actually, no, that second one is going to be a C ration. So we'll do that. And then we'll do C ration, wait. C ration. Ration, comma, type C. Bread unit, B unit, ration, United States. Okay, so we'll do that for that one and that one. Okay, so that's all done. So, is it going to be possible in 5 minutes to do all the images for these? We will find out. Okay, so got to skip the whole first section. Oh, got to make the file. Ah. I mean, if you're just taking any old dude in his 50s, you might get some mixed reactions. Hey, Smokey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Still trying to get a 98 LRP case. I have my one LRP box. Are you trying to deal with that guy who popped up on Reddit a couple months ago? I never heard back from him. I tried him again recently. But so today I'm doing a 98 LRP, this beef stew. Going to be starting that in just a couple minutes. Got one more box worth of photos that I'm almost ready. Ah, shoot, I didn't do the rotating. Oh, I'm going to need to rotate a bunch of these. All right, I'll be doing these still while the ration starts cooking, I think. Or I might have to come back to it. I do want to start right at 6, especially if folks are coming back around then to catch the good part, you know. Just want to make sure these are all facing the right way. For the most part, they're looking good. Some of them are sideways, though. Not many. All the peanut butter stuff is sideways. That's easy. Easy peasy. You're gonna get it? Well, I wish you luck. Man. I'm only found somebody overnight going into yesterday morning. Or no, going into Saturday morning. That had a prototype. Close quarters assault ration. Oh man, prototype, brand new, like right now being prototyped. And put him in touch with me, and he was like, I have this, are you interested? 6 hours later is when I got back to him. He's like, nope, I already sold it. And then he just got tight-lipped about everything and was really weird about it. Wouldn't tell me, and I'm like, look, I don't care who it is. You can do what you got to do. I hope it's Steve, just so it gets reviewed and people see it. But if you want to be weird about it, you can be weird about it. You don't have to tell me what it's sold for, but I hope you at least got a couple $100 because it's I tried to get him to maybe think like, oh, okay, I'm like, just let me make an offer. It's only been a couple hours. Like, you emailed me at 7 in the morning on a weekend. I didn't get back to you immediately. I'm sorry. File is loading. What the heck? So he says his buddy has more and he's going to put me in touch, but then I've asked him 4 times. Put me in touch. Like I've been like, oh yeah. He keeps the conversation going, and then I'm like, oh yeah, well that's great. Send me those photos and give me your buddy's contact info, and then he'll send back like a 2-sentence thing that's like, I am happy with my sale. I'm like, great, that's great. You said you'd give me information. If you can, please do. That'd be awesome. But guys, just, I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see if he actually sends me contact info for his buddy who supposedly has a couple more. He's weird because he openly admitted to stealing it from Natick. Who the heck cares? They're not going to come after him. I'm not going to do anything about it. I just want the ration. I mean, if that's why he's being weird, fine. He's overly paranoid. It was bought by someone whose email address was, what, Kiki please, or something like that. And I've done some digging, and I don't find anybody at all going by any form of Kiki anything in the ration world. So I don't know if it's like one of Steve's aliases, or because he does have quite a few non-him personas. But either way, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I didn't get it. Some of these windows are just too short. 6 hours. 6 hours. And I could have had a prototype. But we'll see. Maybe I still get lucky. Looks so cool. I only found him on Reddit. I haven't been watching Reddit at all. If I get several, sure, for sure, I'll let you know. Please don't try and compete getting them. If we're all saying we're interested, then he'll drive up the price. I mean, it's hopefully not going to be, yeah, like literally, like absolutely. Let me see if I can find that picture. Oh, who the heck? I made it very, very clear that I was not available this afternoon for any work. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this thing. Close Combat Assault Ration Pre-Production Prototype, edible. With white labels. Hula bar? What the heck is a hula bar? I want one. It's got shredded coconut, egg powder, invert sugar, almonds, pineapple, sugar, cocoa. I mean, this sounds fantastic. I want a hula bar. But this is the only picture I have so far. Is this thing. It's amazing. I want it, but I don't get it. So it will not be mine. Kern Foods. Yeah, Kern Foods peanut butter. Used to drink the canned fruit juices from Kern. Still have at least one of those with the juice in it. Tomato. Still full. I'm sure it tastes like metal. I don't need the master catalog open anymore. I've passed over into 6 o'clock. Oh, I don't want to do this yet because I need to finish the rotating. Rotating is finished, isn't it? No. Almost. Brain food bars, the hula bars. Yeah, I think I saw them in a clear package, like where they were vacuum sealed in clear packaging. So like even older or even earlier prototype phase. But I don't know. I told myself 2022 I'm not going to buy much in the way of new rations. I will just have to be okay with seeing things go, come and go. Salty's not going to try for him either. I need to double check if this guy's gotten back to me again. He may have. I haven't checked my email yet today. No, nothing. Nothing in 2 days. Yeah, I think he's just cutting me out of the conversation. I mean, I really hope, I don't know, I get paranoid. Like if he did talk to Steve, if Steve told him not to deal with me or something, I don't know. It seems a little more standoffish lately. Just checking contact form email. And I don't think anything, yeah, no, nothing new there. All right. That's all right. I'll poke the guy again soon. See if I can get his friend's contact info. He only had the one. It's spoken for. It's gone. But said there's a possibility of more. Plus the other thing, I should just call Natick and be like, I have this museum. I heard you have a current era prototype. I want one. Can I have one? Maybe they'll actually say okay. I'm just always afraid to contact Natick before I'm ready, So if the conversation opens up and I'm like scrambling and don't have anything put together for who we are, or like a good web presence, then that's the chance, and it's done. I'm probably overthinking everything like usual. All right, so photo stuff I'm gonna leave for now. We'll come back to it. We got everything rotated the right way. We just generated, or we are generating this spreadsheet. So right now we're gonna go ahead and swap out. Oh, kitty, Jesus. Staying right with the pole as I move the pole. All right, we're going to take a look at this 1998 Food Packet Long Range Patrol. Yeah, you have the guy. I think I gave you his phone number like almost 2 years ago, and you reached out to him and actually talked to him, and he seemed super receptive. So, yeah, hopefully that conversation is still open. Let's see. So I need Samsung main. Here we go. So got ourselves a Food Packet Long Range Patrol 1998 data production. Let's see what's in here. So traditionally you would tear at this vertical notch here. You notice it doesn't have the little like angled, well, a little bit closer there. This seam is just straight across. It doesn't have that little bubble up for making it easy to tear. I am not gonna just tear across that. I'm gonna go ahead and do my long slit up the back. As carefully as I can, not to cut other stuff underneath it. Seems like I'm catching something in here. Is this not working? Seems to be working. Am I on the right Wi-Fi? Yeah. All right. Hopefully plays nice. It doesn't look like it's playing nice though. We'll see. Seems like it's going to be spotty today. All right, so we've got our sandbag accessory packet. Got it individually wrapped. We're gonna have the old school. We got. This is gonna be annoying if the camera does that. All right, so we've got candy type 2. Got a granola bar. Got a cocoa beverage powder. We have an oatmeal cookie chocolate covered. My favorite things out there. And then we've got